congratulations on the second season of this. I'm going to start with you, Josh. Your character in this season is faced with sort of an ultimatum, let's just say, and he finds himself having to sort of make a decision where to go, which way, whether to stick with Maxine or to go with the unknown. Talk me through this sort of all the story behind his character this season.
Well, look, in season one, he obviously has this one night stand, which leads to the beginning of season two, which is that now she's pregnant. And what that means and what that does to Kristen and our marriage, our long marriage, actually is devastating. But it also, I think, builds this just wild ball of comedy in that he's a disaster. He's an unbelievable pain, but he keeps making worse and worse choices and keeps digging a deeper and deeper hole. But I think what's kind of unusual and remarkable about it is that he has great love for both his wife, his ex-wife, and his new wife, and there's a child involved too, or the child coming, and that's all Douglas has ever wanted. I mean, even if you go back to season one and you remember that scene in the airplane where Kristen tells me that she's pregnant, that's all he's ever wanted. And there's something so just like heart, so full of a good heart there that I see in him, and that's what's a lot of fun to play.
Kaya, Mitty, like every single woman in this show, calls the shots, even if she doesn't really realize that she's doing it. And that's what I really like about this show. This is a show run by women from start to finish. What was it like finding yourself in a production like this that gives sort of
My
voices to women?
my God, as a young actor, to be on a set that is run by the women that I grew up inspiring, that lead by example. Like when Carol started the Carol Burnett show, she was fighting against everything. Everyone told her that wouldn't work. And so it's because of women like her and like Kristen and like Laura that I'm able to walk onto a set that is completely run by women, that is telling stories about women, that is telling feminist stories. It is such a privilege, and only because of the hard work that every woman that's done before me has done. And it's such a privilege to get to be a part of the benefits of that work.
I suppose question for both of you, really. This show has got this kind of like really heightened reality about it, like this kind of the way people speak. It's definitely from another era,
Mm.
and it really is. It gives it that kind of really interesting hook to it.
Mhm.
How was it dealing with sounding the right way to start with, and looking like you are someone from that era? Both of you, really. Josh, I'll start with you.
Well, this is of a different time. This is of a different wealth in America. It's a slice of America that really only was in a tiny couple places, probably Newport, Rhode Island, and Palm Beach, Florida. The extreme rich, right? With the biggest mansions in the world, that they were trying to out party each other, but they were also trying to be like smarter than everyone's trying to be better than everybody else. And it's like this competition of wealth, and even down to the way people speak. I mean, they're truly blue bloods in that way. They are America, the ultra America elite. And because of it, they are ridiculous and idiotic. And we are, to an extent, I don't want to say making fun of them, but they live in a world that is such a bubble, that is so idiotic and yet so, I think, fun to watch.
Mm.
They don't pay attention to any of the things that are happening in the world around them. And because of it, I think there's a great kind of like Easter egg there in terms of what's happening in today's world as well, and how people, it's so easy to get lost in masks, and so easy to get lost in the silly social media of it all, right? And so that these guys are in their own way in that world, and so down to the costumes, down to the production design, down to you're right, the way that the language is very precise language that they write for us.
Yeah, and I will say, like, the incredible people we work with make our job so much easier. Alex, our incredible costume designer, you just transform when she puts you in something. And our hair and makeup people and our production design, it aids our performances so much. So you really do feel like you are in that time, and it makes, the language is suddenly in context. And that's such a joy as an actor, to be given such like rich context.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much
Thank
again for your
you.
time.
Thank you.
Really fantastic. You both are fantastic in this, and I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed watching the second season.
Thank
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!